That we are tracking closely. Wrestlers continue to protest at Jantar Mantar against the Wrestling Federation chief Brij Bhushan Singh. The Solicitor General telling the Supreme Court that an FIR against Singh will be filed today. The Apex Court is directed for protection to a minor girl who is among multiple women to accuse Singh of sexual harassment and ill treatment of athletes. Meanwhile, support has now started to pour in for the wrestlers, with several writing on social media, including Olympic champion Neeraj Chopra. Shivani Bazaz gets us more on this developing story from Jantar Mantar.
National level and Olympic wrestlers working out, not in a stadium or on a wrestling mat, but at a protest site, getting ready for a fight that could be long. These women wrestlers have been protesting at Delhi's Jantar Mantar, less than 3 kilometers away from the Indian Parliament, demanding action against Wrestling Federation of India chief and BJP MP Brij Bhushan Singh over allegations of sexual misconduct. The protest began in January but was called off after assurances from Sports Minister Anurag Thakur. The wrestlers have moved the Supreme Court demanding action.
It's early morning here in Delhi's Jantar Mantar, where the wrestlers' protest has entered the 6th day. And as you can see behind me, that the wrestlers have been practicing for their upcoming games since morning. As you can see, not just the big names, including Vinesh Phogat and Sakshi Malik, but also young wrestlers here practicing for their upcoming games and practically living on the streets of Delhi. Yesterday, as we know, that IOA chief PT Usha had said that wrestlers protesting like this amounts to indiscipline. But the wrestlers here say that they're sportspersons and discipline is in their blood.
Lack of support from legendary athlete like PT Usha has hurt the wrestlers.
हम कमेटी के पास 3 महीने पहले गए थे, तब तो मैडम ने फ़ोन भी नहीं उठाए और मैडम अभी हमें अनुशासनहीन बोल रहे हैं। अनुशासन, मैडम खुद एक एथलीट है, आइकन है हमारे, तो मैडम से पूछिए बिना अनुशासन के मेडल जीते जा सकते हैं। और जब आपकी एकेडमी को तोड़ा जा रहा था, जब आप ट्वीट कर रहे थे, तब अनुशासनहीनता नहीं थी, जब देश की गरिमा को कोई आँच नहीं आ रही थी। हम भी खिलाड़ी, आपके पास तो राज्यसभा से सांसद भी हैं, आप आयोग के अध्यक्ष भी हैं, उसके बावजूद आपके साथ ऐसा हो सकता, तो हमारे पास तो कोई ताकत भी नहीं है। हमारे पास तो सभी जो देशवासी 140 करोड़ हिंदुस्तानी, उनकी सभी की जो सपोर्ट है वही हमारी ताकत है।
And it's not just women. Young and rising male wrestlers have also joined the protests, all putting their careers at risk.
हमारी जो बहन बेटियों के साथ अन्याय हुआ, उनका वो चाहते हैं हम तो जी बस।
और डर लगता है आपको इससे आपके करियर पे इम्पैक्ट होगा कुछ?
अगर इसका कुछ नहीं हुआ तो हमारा तो कुछ वो ही नहीं, आगे हम तो छोड़नी पड़ जाएगी जी हमको ये चीज।
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि अगर न्याय नहीं हुआ तो आप रेसलिंग छोड़ देंगे?
हाँ जी,
नहीं खेलेंगे?
ये हरियाणा की, अगर नहीं हुआ ना कुछ तो हरियाणा को बिल्कुल पीछे कर देगा ये रेसलिंग को।
हमारे सीनियर इतने दुखी हो रखे हैं, तो हमको तो होना ही पड़ेगा उनकी सपोर्ट देने के लिए। नहीं उनका वो नहीं होता, आगे हम क्या कर पाएंगे? अन्याय नहीं होगा तो छोड़नी तो पड़ेगी। तो हरियाणा में सबसे ज़्यादा मेडल है और ये ब्रिज भूषण हरियाणा को सबसे पीछे डालता जा रहा है। ये अन्याय तो है ही। हम अपने सीनियरों का सपोर्ट देंगे जब तक ये यहाँ पर, हम भी यहाँ पर ही नहीं।
The celebrated wrestlers of India forced to live on the roads of Delhi. That's the status of the wrestlers' protest here in Delhi's Jantar Mantar. The protesting wrestlers say that they're not afraid to put their careers on stake for justice. Even young wrestlers here say that if justice is not done, they'll be forced to quit wrestling. In Delhi, with video journalist Huday Patra, this is Shivani Bazaz for CNBC-TV18.
And now several sports icons have started to extend their support to the wrestlers. Archana Solanki joins us now to take us through who has come out in support. Archana, it began with Olympian Abhinav Bindra, and today we are now starting to see more support coming in.
Yes, thank you, Shireen. So, hashtag I Stand With Champions is trending on social media and is picking up momentum. But how did it all begin? Ever since India's wrestling champions resumed their protests on Sunday, that is 23rd of April, there was a conspicuous silence by the most influential voices in the country. The wrestlers kept asking for support, urging the authorities to act and register an FIR against Brij Bhushan Singh. Vinesh Phogat, the World Championship medalist and one of the faces of the protest, also raised a very pertinent point, asking why top cricketers and other big names are silent. She even cited the example of Black Lives Matter, when almost all the famous names of the country posted messages in solidarity. But amidst the obvious silence, there are some exceptions who chose to speak up. They are cricketing legend Kapil Dev, Olympian Neeraj Chopra, Abhinav Bindra, Sania Mirza, Irfan Pathan, Virendra Sehwag, Harbhajan Singh, boxing champ Nikhat Zareen, India's former hockey captain Rani Rampal, Jwala Gutta, all these people have some way or the other raised their voice. Now, Indian tennis legend Sania Mirza said that watching the female athletes protest on the streets is difficult, hoping for justice to be served as soon as possible. Harbhajan Singh was more direct in his support, and he said that it pains him to see the pride of the country in such a condition, protesting on the streets. Meanwhile, two-time world boxer champion Nikhat Zareen and former Indian women's hockey team captain Rani Rampal also lent support to Vinesh Fogart, Sakshi Malik, saying that justice must be served to these women. Back to you.
Archana, many thanks for joining us. That is the latest.